Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2. Welcome to a happy Friday. Hope you guys have had a good day so far. It's been a just trying to quickly get some coffee real quick. I need my coffee. I need my caffeine. It's a crazy amount of so good. So I hope you guys have been having a wonderful day so far. And if some of you guys are probably already ready to go to, have some fun, to go at home, to chill, to play some video games, all that fun stuff. Well, here we are. So, if you're still at work, and then maybe we can be here to, assist in maybe some gaps of boredom. Maybe you're on your break, it's trying to unwind for a little bit as you probably can. Hopefully we can remedy that. That's the goal. Let's see here. So before we start, playing Gran Turismo, as we usually do. I actually want to watch some videos that I found pretty interesting. Let's see here. Some video I've been meaning to watch for a little while, and some that came out pretty recently that I thought we could probably go over. Okay. Let's swap real quick, right? There we go. Now we can see on the control panel, the magic. What we see here. All right. So we're gonna see car enthusiasts can't afford to make this mistake. As we know, we are a car enthusiast channel. At least that's what we're trying to be anyway. But it also helps to, help from those that have been around the game for a long while. Alex is no stranger to the car game, as many people that already know about him also know him from the time that he was basically the sales guy, or basically the bridge between us and Fitman Industries, which was a wheel company. Wheel and tire company, my mistake. Man, I think I probably should have added more milk. I think I made my coffee a little too strong. So let's pause this video. Oh, let's pause the music. Play the video. How about that?
When you modify your car, you're opening up the window or door or whatever kind of just like orifice to an insane and downright wild hobby. One weekend, you could be in the mountains of Tennessee, driving on roads that are unreal, as that one friend goes over
that looks
the
really
mustard
nice
line on
and pretty
purpose because they think they're Max Verstappen. And the next weekend, you're at a local HPDE trying to put up with like the 60-year-old construction company owner hitting on your wife. It is a perfect balance of chaos. And after that whole thing, you go home and you drive with your friends on the sim rig. You put down some laps at US Air. Maybe you go and grab your girlfriend or boyfriend and you go watch Ford versus Ferrari because it's the greatest racing movie ever made next to Rush. Being a car enthusiast in 2025.
I do need to go watch Rush, but Ford versus Ferrari was such a great film. I heard about Rush. There's also this Group B rally movie, a little small indie movie. It isn't so much about the rally itself, but the psychological torment that series would take and have on people. If anyone hasn't seen that yet, I highly recommend it. It's not too long. It feels just right. But yeah, definitely would recommend that. It's like the trinity of like golden era of racing, with Group B, being such a ridiculous and extremely stressful racing league. And early extremely high performance, 600 horsepower 60s race cars that have barely any safety features, if at all. And Rush was like what the Indy, was it the, I believe it was the Formula One incident where one of the race cars, his name currently escapes me. You guys have to I have to apologize. I'm not, like I said, I'm not too familiar with F1, but I do know some stories. Basically, this racer, I believe, was really good. He was also very temperamental, but one incident that he had in the Nürburgring Nordschleife, he had basically he became practically Two-Face from Batman. No disrespect, obviously, but that didn't stop him. He still kept going. But I'm not sure if it was that film. Nicolandro? No, 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 wrong Nick. Um, damn, I really gotta look that up. But we're digressing here. Uh,
Is the best and most awesome experience than ever before. It's like people that like anime nowadays. People love anime, but 20 years ago, you're a goddamn nerd. Being a car enthusiast in 20
Bro, he basically hits the nail on the head with anime. It is kind of funny growing up way back then. I am an older type of guy. So growing up watching anime, you were not cool at all. You were ostracized and basically outcasted from anybody. You basically had a stigma, and that mark followed you for a while. You kind of had to prove that like you weren't just completely about anime, that there was something else to you. But normally that wouldn't be a bad thing. But the problem is that in the case of anime, because in America, it still felt to this day where majority of Americans feel that at anything animated, especially if it's two-dimensional style, is for children. It's it's pretty bad, despite many series not being suitable for children. South Park being one of the main American examples of this in animated, in animation history. And cars, I believe, probably have like the same stigma currently. Big back then, cars used to be cool, but then they became cool for like different reasons, and the reasons of their coolness changed over time. Where now it's not really so much about how cool they look or how powerful they are, how awesome their suspension tuning is. Now it's more like, oh, can it file my taxes while I drive? You know, it's a completely different ball game. Especially when now we're in an age where top speed doesn't matter anymore. Top speeds have gotten so ridiculous, no one really cares. Now it's about the acceleration game, and who has the acceleration game down on lock? Hybrids and EVs. What was that? Heard a beep from my refrigerator. But either way, we'll let our boy Alex continue.
2025 is awesome, but it also makes it the easiest ways to make some of the biggest mistakes you can. Welcome to Martini Works, though, where we help folks mod their car or SUV the right way. So no matter if you got a 350Z or an X3, we're here to help you. And we've got new brands like Pirelli and Apex wheels on the site, which is super rad. And we'd love to help you out. That plug is why we're making this video. And without the drama of the YouTube title, it's true. There are so many huge mistakes folks like yourself and myself might have or have already made when it comes to cars. And as somebody who's collectively built
straight riced, no fitment, just stuffed whatever they could under under the freaking fenders, no regard for offset, and gotta have stickers everywhere. Always gotta have your stickers everywhere.
About 30 different boxes and helped a few thousand more build theirs. It starts to see like some patterns along the world. Okay, so to start this whole thing off, let me share with you a story. Some terrible news, all right? My C4500 that I'm building with Becca on my personal channel has grown to a $25,000 bill, and it's still not running.
Oof.
Why? Is it because I don't tip for pickup orders? Is it because I laughed when I watched a fat squirrel miss my bird feeder this weekend? Or is it because it's an LMM and transformers are unreliable? The real reason is because I just bought and bought and bought and bought and bought and bought as issues came up, and then bought some more. It was really fun to press the buy button, not so much fun to pay for it, okay? So much buying that you think I was rich, when in fact I was just getting mega credit card points. The worst part was that there was no real intention. I just figured out that if we needed it, I should buy it. And that's
So basically, buy because you think you may need it in a future update or build, etc. You know, it's kind of like, hey, you know, our radiator's cracked. You know, let's buy a new radiator. While we're at it, let's buy some hoses. And while we're at it, we can buy some new seals. And while we're at it, we can buy like you know, we might as well like, you know, redo the coolant route. And while we're at it, you know, we can probably upgrade the turbo. And so we can get like some you know, new seals, not new seals, but like turbos. They do have to if you mess with the lines, you know, they could probably break. So let's get a new turbo. Let's make the turbo bigger. And because we got to make the turbo bigger, that means we're also gonna need a radiator that can actually maybe pump out more or hold more coolant in its place. So it starts to avalanche based on what you're trying to do, and you may not even need all of that.
sucks because financially, if you don't have the money to like enjoy this hobby, it's hard to modify much of anything. And you got to remember, the tariffs are going to make car parts 25% more expensive. Inventory is at an all-time low for authentic parts, and inventory for HappyCat parts is at an all-time high. And that is what we have to look forward to, at least for the next couple months. And if you're starting to jump into a new platform, there's nothing scarier than doing it wrong. So my recommendation is to modify with a plan. Like going to the gym or starting a business or kicking your Red Bull addiction, which you probably have. Having a
No. God, no.
plan can help even the most professional builders. And you'll see it too, like all the time. They'll have a tear off of some cardboard with a list that has handwriting that grows in chaoticness the further down they go because they realize all the that they have to get done. And when you're building that plan, try to understand what the hell you're even trying to do. If it's to make something look rad, badass, dude, there's nothing wrong with just trying to make something look sick. If it's to fix your terrible death wobble at 60 or to finally convince that
Oh my Lord, look at that. Jeez.
something looks sick. If it's to fix your terrible death wobble at 60 or to finally convince that girl that wears fishnets that your Miata is worth a cruise in, it does not matter. It just has to be something that you want. Figure out what that thing is, then look at that list and ask yourself, what part of this actually helps get that? And over the past like 15 years, I've seen it all. There's so many people that want their car to do one thing and then they build it for an entirely different purpose. They take it to a track day and then they want to go win best in show at Gatlinburg. It's just these weird things that start to conflict with each other. And a lot of times when you try to build for both, you're gonna not build it for either. And that's a huge thing. Understanding what kind of tires you'd want versus what kind
They say, you know, the classic proverb, he who chases two hares catches neither. Yeah.
of suspension you want, and being honest with yourself versus just letting social media influence you is a really big deal. As I say, on a social media app trying to tell you not to take influence from social media. What the f is that? All right, anyway, understanding intention with goals is how you really
nice
start to see successful folks like Super Fast Matt and Four Eyes and
That off-road Viper was wild, man.
you really start to see successful folks like Super Fast Matt and Four Eyes and all those sort of YouTubers that don't seem to always post super consistently on their build projects, but at the end of the day, every video they do seems like it's been thought out for months, if not years, okay? There is more information out there than ever before to build a car, even a weird one, okay? So you may not want to have a plan, but you may just want to buy things that look cool. But because everything is so damn expensive right now, you might only get one chance at getting the right wheels and tires for your car, so why mess it up? I know it's
Bro, I missed this Mazda. We need this Mazda back. Good old Gran Turismo 1 players know. I think it might have been Gran Turismo 2. Didn't play Gran Turismo 2. I went straight to 3. And in 3, it wasn't there anymore. But yeah. See, this is the type of stuff that you should bring back polyphony. That monster should have come back. But it didn't. Instead, you gave us a CX-30. Not a bad car, but just so boring. Either way.
Seems way more fun to just buy whatever it is on sale. But a lot of times, if you're like me and if you're like the thousands of people that only have one car that they're playing around with, you really don't want to mess it up. Knowing your goal and asking questions to folks like us is how you can build the right car the first time, especially with how expensive everything is getting and how hard everything is getting. And understanding that with that build, having something that might be for a track day might force you to prioritize tires, brakes, cooling, and safety. But show season could have you needing to figure out fitment, coilovers, and just proper cleanliness. Like, understanding that and being honest with yourself is huge. And remember, every dollar you spend should bring you closer to enjoying the car, not closer to burnout. Because burnout is real. Like, it creeps in when you build something that doesn't feel like yours. It feels like you're panic building to meet a deadline. These are things that do happen a lot. And because if there's a year things are gonna be absolutely insane, it's 2025, I don't want you to think of cars as a stress point. Your car doesn't need to break necks or set lap records unless you have an unlimited budget. It needs to make you smile. And it's not just.
And even then, those with like infinite amounts of money usually have a terrible time trying to finish their projects because of all the possibilities that they have inundated on themselves because of that massive amount of resource. So usually it's kind of a blessing in disguise that people don't have infinite sums of money to pour into a project because, well, they would just keep building the car forever and it would never get done. That's basically what happens.
About the end result that'll help you get there. It's the part where you're not frantic about the build. And it's already hard enough when the world is upside down. Instead, you should be able to jump into a garage and enjoy building your car and not feel like you're held to some insane expectation. What makes this more special than any other hobby that I've personally been in is the part of it that is the community. And that's another thing that I see a lot of people stepping away from. I'm not sure if it's the counterculture that's hitting the car scene yet, but it seems like folks have found more joy in talking smack about local meets and shows and events and get-togethers than being happy that they exist. My Friday night meets in Eau Claire, like,
I believe from the social aspect, although I don't go to car meets like that, the perception around them may have gotten better due to the wholehearted collectiveness of like picking out whoever participated in takeovers, because that was a whole spiel, especially back in like 2020 to 2021. During that era, takeovers were extremely rampant, and normies and the media were basically trying to toss car guys as being the ones to participate in takeovers when that's not really the case. Most of the people who went into takeovers weren't part of our group, and usually some of them obviously were going to be a part of them. That's just how things is. There's just bad apples everywhere, but it's people's, the groups in the group's best intention to basically keep the rest of the batch clean by separating the bad apples from the good ones. And yeah, so that's probably why there's like a huge response for the car communities to keep standards high.
10 years ago, I drove a 3K GT SL, a 300E, a Datsun 240, and every once in a while, I rode my bicycle, and they were all borderline boxes. But the meet, I wasn't there to brag about my car. I was there to hang out with people who loved cars. And if you can find people that enjoy that just as much as you do, it's a really good ass feeling. Talking to folks and having fun, hopping in the forums and going to the meets, just don't get dragged down by the community, physically or digitally. Now, I get it, not all communities are great, so be patient. In my opinion, cars are just as much about you driving them and enjoying them, as well as being in a community that also enjoys them, even though some days you might have the worst car and other days you might have the best car. The 2025 car enthusiast recipe this year, I feel like, is less about trying to make it your career and more about you just enjoying the results of that hard work. Have fun with it. And when you occasionally have questions, hit us up over at martiniworks.com. And if you're looking for car parts, mod your car with your friends at martiniworks.com. There's this thing that's going on in the car scene where everybody's trying to figure out what you should do with this space. There's people out there that are trying to turn their content into a career, that are trying to turn their build into a race car. And there are all these huge, big dreams that so many people are sharing every day on social media. And at the end of the day, you're probably getting hit with a lot of that content. And that stuff is good stuff to watch if you enjoy it. But if you're one of those people that start to feel pressure when you watch those things in hopes that you should do it too because that's what other people are doing, it's one of the biggest mistakes that I've seen out there when people start to build their car. But
That's how you end up with stuff that you weren't even happy with. You know, kind of like how some people may have like upgraded some of their devices to a different one because it's currently trendy, and then only to be miserable because they don't actually enjoy the thing that they currently have, because they were much more used to the thing that they had before, or the thing that they had before they liked it way better than the new thing that they have now. Happens a lot. So yeah, don't just jump ship. Never jump ship, especially when you're dealing with cars, especially right now where they are currently extremely expensive. So I wouldn't advise that at all.
a lot of times it takes a lot of self-confidence for you to build your car in your own way, because unfortunately or fortunately, there's only one of you and there's thousands, tens of thousands of videos telling you to do something a certain way. The riskiest play can sometimes be the most rewarding. And when you jump into 2025 and you jump into building your car, I can tell you right now, anybody will agree with me that when you build your car for yourself and you have fun with it, it's one of those cars that you'll never, ever, ever want to sell. But if you have any tips on how to build a car in 2025, drop your thoughts below. And of course, I'm Alex Martinez.
And that's usually what separates us from other people. Some people are really concerned with their returns on what they could potentially sell the car for later down the line. And it's perhaps best for car enthusiasts to not think about that, because at that point you should be considering how much money you're willing to never get back. Because as some people, I've seen this before, especially on like Facebook Marketplace. I think it may have gotten better within recent times, but like some people will take the evaluation of their own mods that they added to the car and try to basically buffer what realistically should have been the car should have been going for, or even worse, depending on how heavily modified the car is. And they're trying to sell it to you as a plus side. When that's not how it works. You modified the car to your liking. If I don't like what you got going on, I don't want to pay for all that additional baggage. At all. Period. No. So, never go into a project car and thinking that you'll ever be able to sell your car for what it should go for in the future. Always assume, depending on how heavily modded your car is, it's probably going to be worth 2/3 to even half of that value when modified. But yeah, good video. Nice stuff by Alex. I like that video. All right. So this one's going to be much more exciting. This is the Zora. So apparently Zora has been seen testing around the Nordschleife. Is it? What is this? It's hard to imagine a Corvette that would blow up, that could blow away the performance of the world beating ZR1, but that's exactly what the Zora is going to do. I'm still wrapping my head around the fact that a C8 ZR1 is faster in the quarter mile than Bugatti Veyron 16.4 Super Sport. I can see it. The Koenigsegg Regera, the McLaren Speedtail, the Porsche 918 Spider, the Pagani Huayra, the Ferrari, it's just La Ferrari, and even the Mercedes AMG one. The AMG one is more of a tractor weapon. None of these cars really care about how fast they can actually go in a quarter mile because they more than make up for it with the ability to go into corners, with the exception of the Veyron. Veyron's way too heavy. That thing is about top speed, purely. It just so happens to have a really good quarter mile time. Yeah, like being able to achieve like 250 miles an hour. It's not that close, but still insane. And being comfortable in it, with how nice it is inside, bro. Either way. Let me see here. Well, what else we got here? What else we got here? And what's even more impressive is that GM engineers took his Euro 1 equipped with the ZTK package to Watkins Glen, Road Atlanta, Virginia International Raceway Grand Course, Virginia International Full Course, and Road America, and completely destroyed every existing lap record. And believe it or not, the Zora is going to be even faster. So what do we know about the secretive and ultimate C8 Corvette? Named after Zoris Arkus Duntov, who is known as the father of the Corvette and was the first person to develop a mid-engine Corvette, all the way back in 1959. The Zora will essentially be a highly modified C8 ZR1 that is fitted with electric powertrain from the Corvette E-Ray, more aggressive aerodynamics, and improved handling. And since the internal combustion engine of the ZR1 produces 1,064 brake horsepower, and the electric motors of the E-Ray produces 168 horsepower, that means that the Zora will pack a minimum of 1,224 horsepower. I believe combined horsepower is a bit different, and you can't just slap both powers together to get combined. But I don't know the formulation for that. Nor do I plan to. I'm not an engineer. I just know that it's going to be ridiculously fast with ridiculous amounts of power, and it's all-wheel drive. So, that's neat. And how do we know all this? Up front, the prototypes of the Zora have a unique radiator layout that works to cool both electric and internal combustion motors. A close look of the electric components are housed in the rear of the car, or the internal combustion will be even more powerful and require additional cooling. The prototypes also reveal an electrified plug at the rear and yellow emergency stickers on the windshield denoting the presence of a lithium component. Okay, so we're using lithium batteries. And at the back, we see quad exhaust tailpipes for the internal combustion engine. So all these clues confirm both an electric and internal combustion powertrain. Now, people aren't used to watching a Corvette destroy multi-million-dollar hypercars, and many tend to undermine the performance of the latest Corvettes by saying any car can achieve great lap times with that much horsepower. But that is far from that is a far accurate statement, which is true. Again, the Veyron. You can talk about how quickly it gets to like 200 miles an hour. You can talk about its quarter mile time. But no one ain't talking about the Veyron's Nürburgring record at all. Nobody. Let's see. The Challenger Demon 170 has 1,025 horsepower, but put it on the racetrack and see what happens. The same could be said for nearly 1,600 horsepower Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 plus. So yeah, he's attacking the boats at this point. Yeah, these are all boats. They're high horsepower boats meant for straight line speed. With the Demon Challenger specifically, the 170 being about the quarter mile, because we know what will probably happen if you try to go any longer than that. Physics is probably gonna destroy that car. There's hundreds of articles boasting about how great it performs in a straight line, but when it comes to lap times, everyone gets real quiet. So as powerful as the Zora is going to be, the magic won't be in horsepower. It'll be in chassis, aerodynamics, and suspension. Yes, sir. That's what I agree with. As far as suspension, the ZR1 features double wishbone aluminum control arms, direct acting stabilizer bars, monotube shock absorbers, and magnetic selective ride control. This Magna Ride is such a broken application. Suspension technology. It is so good. It is really good. Magna Ride is genius. I believe Ford also has something similar to Magna Ride. Excuse me. But sadly, Dodge being super old school does not. They need to develop something like that. For the Zora, we can expect a similar setup with improved Magna Ride controls and a much stiffer spring rate to handle the weight of the additional electric powertrain and faster speeds. And as far as the Zora's aerodynamics package, we won't have any official details, and Chevy hasn't applied many of the new elements to the prototypes. But we can expect a larger front splitter, tweaked ground effects, and more aggressive rear wing, and possibly additional dive planes up front and an updated rear diffuser. Yeah, the rear diffuser needs to be updated. The ZR1 and the ZTK package. Yeah, I almost lost myself. The ZTK package produce over 1,200 pounds of downforce, and we can expect the Zora to produce a good chunk of change more. We're not sure how the new aerodynamics package is going to look, but I put together this image showing the most extreme case for a high downforce setup. The performance of the Zora will be mind-bending, as the ZR1 already does 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds, the quarter mile in 9.6, and has a top speed of 233 miles per hour. That's insane. That's really freaking fast. So fast I would probably be scared about my tires. They're definitely, like, if you're trying to do anything near that fast, you have to actually go get some really good damn tires. Don't want it to blow up on you while you're traveling at this speed. Alright, so let's see. So with all the performance improvements, the addition of an electric motor, we can expect Zora to achieve 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds and a quarter mile in 9 seconds, or top speed that should be over 240 miles per hour. The top speed probably won't change a damn thing. Most of the time, the electric motors are only used to get the car going. So 0 to 60 and quarter mile time will be affected, but I highly doubt top speed would be affected. It'll probably stay relatively the same, around 230, 233. The Zora will be offered as both coupe and convertible. At the base price will likely start on around $200,000, which is probably sounds like a lot to Corvette owners. But when you consider that this car will outperform multi-million-dollar Bugattis and Koenigseggs, it's really quite a bargain. What I'm seeing right here, it almost looks like an actual racing hypercar. Got the fin, and this tail reminds me of classic Group C cars. They have like the low profile but extended outward wing. So that's nice. I like the design of that silhouette.
It's hard to imagine a Corvette that could blow away the performance of the world-beating ZR1, but that's exactly
So this is a render. Okay. So this is like all hypothetics, I guess.
What the Zora is going to do.
Is that real? Is that real?
I'm still wrapping my head around the fact that the C8 ZR1 is faster in the quarter mile than the Bugatti Veyron 16.4 Super Sport, the Koenigsegg Regera, the McLaren Speedtail, the Porsche 918 Spider, the Pagani Huayra, the Ferrari LaFerrari,
Just Ferrari. Just La Ferrari. That's it.
and the Mercedes AMG 1.
Man, I wish we had that car. It's like one of the few modern day Mercedes or AMG cars I really like.
And what's even more impressive is that GM engineers took a ZR1 equipped with the ZTK package to
So basically, I read the entire script.
Road Atlanta, Virginia International Raceway Grand Course, Virginia International Bull Course, and Road America, and completely destroyed every existing lap record. And believe it or not, the Zora is going to be even faster. So what do we know about this secretive and ultimate C8 Corvette? Named after Zora Arkus Duntov, who is known as the father of the Corvette and was the first person to develop a mid-engine Corvette, all the way back in 1959, the Zora will essentially be a highly modified C8 ZR1 that is fitted with the electric powertrain from the Corvette E-Ray, more aggressive aerodynamics, and improved handling. And since the internal combustion engine of the ZR1 produces 1,064 horsepower and the electric motor of the E-Ray produces 160 horsepower, that means the Zora will pack a minimum of 1,224 horsepower. And how do we know all this? Up front, the prototype
Those camouflage lights. So these vents on the front, on the hood, that's not normally there. So you got more open radiators. I think it's still using the maximum white stance that it has from the Z07. So we already read what's basically going to be displayed in the video. But I just want to see the design.
quad exhaust tailpipes for the internal combustion engine. So all of these clues confirm both an electric and internal combustion powertrain. Now people
Nice. He's gonna go on about the boats and stuff. That's cool. But anything else new? Seems to be looping footage. Let's see it go down the S's.
and the addition of an electric miles per hour. So with all the performance
Oh, look at that.
improvements and the addition of an electric motor, we can expect the Zora to do 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, the quarter mile
That's so cool. That is so cool. But I wonder if they'll add the fin. Oh, it would be a good idea to add the fin. And the last thing I want to watch before we get into some Gran Turismo is Jeremy Clarkson, his reaction to the Dodge Viper. Like I've been able to see Top Gear in passing. I've never we never had this channel back when I was growing up. So I was only able to catch it like a few times, but it was so memorable. Top Gear, as little as a chance that I had to interact with it was definitely something that was like pretty cool to me. I would try to seek it out. especially when it came to YouTube. YouTube was like golden for this type of stuff until the you know, copyrights and DMCA's and all that fun stuff. Basically wiped out most of those clips that were running around during that time. The Viper's, first gen Viper was like so ridiculous for its time. Like how to build a car on a budget, basically. This car was so dirt cheap in terms of its production cost. And it kind of shows. If you ever seen like an actual first gen Viper in person, it is ridiculously barren. And such a vehicle probably can never happen again. Especially once you find out that nothing about this Viper was even modern for the time. It was ridiculously old school. I did say that it had no windows, but additionally, it had no real rollover bar. So the hoop that's behind your head, which was normally intended for most roadsters to be able to support the chassis in the event of a rollover, in this Viper, it doesn't work. So you will literally get flattened like a pancake if you roll over with this car. No airbags, no traction control, no anti-lock brake system, no, there's nothing. This thing was pure death incarnate, and it was amazing.
Right. This one here tells me that the exhaust pipe can get hot. This is a good.
Which is important to know because the exhaust pipe is literally right next to the door. It's side exit exhaust, so you could burn yourself. That's amazing. Sequel, but it's technically the third generation. That's an SR3, but still, they toned down. This is like, I guess, from Viper fans, this is like the most muted Viper. This was definitely meant for more of a dailyable lifestyle than anything else. It just so happens to be absurd with this 8.3 liter V10. It's also, I believe, the heaviest Viper so far. Which, if other people know, the Viper is not exactly a lightweight boy. It is still fairly heavy, despite being a two-door roadster meant to being a sports car. But yeah, even all the way into the first generation was still pretty heavy. By that's so cool. Come on, that's pretty cool. The SRT10. It is a rebranding of SRT because they were trying to make. Oh, that was great. That was cool. Oh no, we're not watching that. That's enough. All right, so let's get to it. We're gonna go back to play some video games. Let's adjust here. All right. And to go with this Happy Friday, I feel I planned some good old fashioned happy hardcore. Can we get it? All right. Start off with this one, I guess. All right. So we're gonna go back to Group 4. Group 4 is pretty fun in my opinion. We got 6 minutes to go before we start queue. Let's get in there. Get me in there, Chief. I don't even know where we're at right now. I think we might still be in B lobby. I just hope we don't run into some very vulgar drivers. Although I'm pretty vulgar myself. But no way in hell will I instantly try to kill somebody on purpose. Unless they try to kill me first. Then it's just karmic retribution at that point. I'm not a fan of this section. But we turned in pretty well that time. Alright. Now the last part of it. That usually ends up killing people for like half a second penalties. We did it, but did it pretty well. Well, that wasn't too good. That was a 151, barely 152. Yeah, buddy. Here we go. Beautiful. Probably going on a little faster, but it's okay. Probably could have been faster. Nice little 150. We won't be able to finish this lap. Alright. I may have slowed down a little too much. It went a bit harder. It's alright. Only got 15 seconds, so let's drift. Alright, so we're starting in 5th. Alright, buddy, let's go. Sounds like some funny business is about to happen at the back of the pack. I don't know, maybe it's just competitive spirit. I did remember seeing Metalhead get destroyed yesterday for no reason. Let's go. Let's go. Same Metalhead, I just want a clean race. Go. Got people fighting up ahead a little bit, but we're not keeping pace. So now it's gonna allow Bino to catch us from beside. Could have been a little more aggressive on that one. But it's really hard to know the fine line. If not, you just shoot straight over and then boom. Half-second penalty. Whoa, whoa, what was that about? Yeah, my freaking toe was busted in by our beach. Jeez. What was all that? Let's go, let's go. So we're having a pretty weak first race. Very weak. Come on. We got this. Man, we were doing better lap times in qualifying, man. Come on. It ain't no thing. Just keep doing what you gotta do. Wow, 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 wow. That's unfortunate. Let's go. One. Wow. How do we get a half-second penalty? Let's go, let's go. Heat. Because he's an ass. Metal got another 1 second penalty again. Poor Metal. Metal's just trying to chill. Oh, there we go. It's equal to family. Keep it calm, bro. Keep it calm. Yo, what the hell? Metal. What was that about? What's the metal being a dick for that? Wow. Okay. Yeah. They want to take themselves out, by all means. Well, we did say we were going to see some funny business this race, and we found out what the funny business was. Well, that was that. That was not cool. Yeesh. Hmm. I don't know what all that was about. Look at your SR. Our beach. Yeah, our beach is a dick. For sure. We know that. That's just unfortunate though. Like, this the type of people I gotta play with, man. Alright, so I'm also not translating my performance from qualifying into the real races. And I can't understand why. It's like there's something different about qualifying. I mean, besides the fact that we can also reset every time we want to, but I would be putting out like 151s and stuff, man. Like 151s and less. But for some reason, I can't get that same time to happen in real games. I keep getting stuck at like 153s. And that 2-second disadvantage is very crucial for us. Certified. Let's go. Only because I maybe drive with like not much agency in real races. I'm pretty passive. Like I just be chilling, man. I'm just trying to chill, drive. See, look at that, another 151 without an issue. Mm-hmm. Ooh, neat. Load up the tires. And coast. Back on grip. Full blast. Another 151. It's like we have to relearn every time we play. Turn 7th. Let's go. So we're with the stick again. I know the stick is A bit weird. He seems to be retaliatory, but I guess if you mess with him. But usually the stick is pretty freaking fast, so we're just kind of stuck down here. We got Fat Josh once again. He was pretty swift. He moved around us without a problem. He seems pretty clean. That's pretty cool. I don't think we have Metalhead. Metalhead is I don't know if he was just tilted out of his mind. Kobe, Fritz, Fat John. Alright, so here we go. Okay. Following quick to RD Racing. Are you serious, bro? Whoa. Okay, so 2 people killed themselves. So 2 people donated their positions to us. We'll take that. Steeler J's right on our tail. All right, there we go. Wow. Wow. Wow, bro. I don't think I will ever understand. So Barbie and Fat Josh both have half-second penalties. Fritz, 1, 2, 3, got the best of us. Oh, we finally got it. Thank you for not being a huge dick, Fritzy123. So fighting between these three is going to be a bit of a chore. Never mind, not unless Blarby does that. Although, to be fair, he didn't do anything. Fat Josh turned it into him. And we got Fritzy123 on our side. Very risky move, Fritzy. Very risky move. Now we have Enrico on our side. This is becoming a huge pain, bro. There's Kobe. Oh, that's Enrico. This grid has been pretty tight. Shoot. Go. I wonder if that'll count as a penalty. Bro, I can't even. And we get penalized for it too on top of that, bro. Wow. We lost that one completely. Entirely. Come on. Oh, nobody quit. So we're stuck down here. I don't get how we're losing so much fucking time, bro. You know what this feels like? This feels like a massive case where, um, you practice something really hard, whether it's piano, cooking, etc. And then, you try to do it in front of other people. And then you fuck everything up. Even though normally you could do it flying on your own. This is basically what that feels like. Look at that, a nasty 158 on a non-first lap time. I wonder what happened to RD. RD was in front of me when we started. Excuse me. Man, I'm dying. But, yeah. Get me out of B lobbies, man. I don't belong here. I truly wonder what's causing us to not be able to connect what we do in our practice time. Like from what we do in our practice time versus well, how we perform in actual races is almost like two different people. Well, that was slow. That's slow for sure. That wasn't bad. Man, I'm still dying. Holy hell. Please save me. Son of a bitch. I only have time for one lap instead of the normal two. Wow. That's such garbage. And we got no sauce, man. Wow. I'm doing even worse than my last lap, technically. Okay, here we go. Just wonder, what am I doing wrong? How in the world? Like, Lux already left the race before it started. And so we're starting off behind MR2. What was that about? What is going on? MR2. There we go. All right, we take it. Take it slow. Don't kill yourself on the last turn. Lucky 7 left the room. I wonder what happened to him. I think he was probably one of the few people that crashed. Along with the other guy, too. The other guy that was calling him slow. We got this Jamaican over here, of course. Makes the stereotypes his entire personality. We got Bino 92. VSF Tasha. And that was good. That was good from us. That was wild. Whoa, what in the world? My bad, bro. My bad. My bad. My bad. I didn't mean that. Camera to left. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on, bro. Uh, I hate B lobby so much. I'd rather be in C lobby. C lobby is way more fun. There you go. I'm about to kill myself. I'm about to do it. Just end it all. I'm tired of these penalties for seemingly nothing. Just fucking end it all, please. Bro, we've gotten nothing but L's today. This is the third race, and it's been nothing but garbage. Oh. Fucking awful race, dude. You get to look at that later. Get me in there. That is fucking bullshit, bro. Fuck am I doing wrong? You know, I can fucking exit at extreme speed now. That was awful. Also an awful turn. Fucking piece of shit, bro. Could have been faster. Man, terrible. That was a sub 151 lap time. Why can't we pull those off in real races? Terrible. We had such a good track advantage. Such a good time advantage. Wow, son of a fucking bitch. Oh. Why aren't any of the competitive races on front tracks? This track is alright, but man, is that midsection so fucking annoying. So miserable to deal with. There we go. Let me do it again. Gonna deal with it again. Connect me, you piece of shit. Good. Oh, we got stiff arm. Oh man, dude, I'm so fucking. So here we go again. Round what? 4? It's the fourth race. Okay, Cross decided to play it safe and nice by allowing me to stay in front of him. All right, let's do this. It's pretty compact right now for the front. Don't want to ram into MR2. Not like that. So Cross now has the side by side. Here's the advantage of being able to take this. Yeah, I'm not just about to give it up, I guess. What the f? Nah. Nah. Ah. Fuck that. Absolutely done with it. Absolutely live it out of my mind, dude. Let's race against more on our own. I couldn't even care less about fucking staying in B lobbies anymore. B lobbies fucking suck. And for this track specifically, fuck the penalties wherever they're set at. Whoever placed the fucking penalties where they're at, to be so fucking obnoxiously strict, fuck yourself. Sincerely. Fucking live it, dude. Like, the fuck did I get a fucking half-second penalty for? Wow. Fuck this car, dude. Oh man, like I think we cooled our jets a little bit. Come on. Down 151. I should have kept it held down. There we go. Careful. Are you serious? Fuck. Such bullshit, man. Imagine that, like, man. Here we go. Just madness spiral. Right. Of course we did. Of course. Middle of the track is such utter bullshit. Could have been faster through that turn. Let go. We went so slow out, dude. We lost the fucking advantage we had. How is it that I've able to, on every other slower lap we've had, we've been able to coast through that with extreme efficiency. But now that we had like an actual fast lap going on, no, it's the opposite happens. Fucking piece of bullshit. Did two 150 laps. Oh man, maybe we've calmed down a little bit. It's gonna be the fifth race. Oh, okay. I am so beyond livid. I feel like I'm absolutely tilted out of my mind. Where the hell are we? We're about to get fucking dumped down to sea again. Honestly, it's kind of a blessing. I fucking hate B lobbies. B lobbies are some of the most trash things I've ever seen in my fucking life. Probably worse than League, man. I fucking swear. So, yeah. So Chelsea is still having some issues. I remember that from last race. We got the high as a kite motherfucker over here. Totally not embracing the stereotypes. And Lux just going at it, playing bumper cars. Or Carnivali. Sure. We'll go under PSR, Mr. Mitch Morgan. Here goes Leandro once again. I want to kill myself. 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 Fucking penalty for nothing, man. And Steeler J out here fucking diving like it's all good, like he's gonna be the fucking next Olympic athlete over here. Fucking piece of shit. Fuck you. I gotta pay a fucking bullshit penalty that I before I ran myself off the edge of the fucking course. Big orange cowboy. Not so orange. Drive side by side, bro. Side by side. It's not that hard. You know that I'm like right next to you. Don't get yourself killed because of that. John QC. Oh, that was Morgan. What the fucking dive is that? This Audi, I swear. But I don't think the Audi's being malicious. It's just being a dork. And I'm already pissed off as it is. There it goes. Bagonly Marley, right next to us. Okay, that's it. Fuck that. Period starts in 5 minutes. We'll do that. The fuck am I at? Alright. I am I'm gonna go take a leak real quick. I'll be right back. All right, and we back. Just in time. My fucking lord. What tires? Oh, sports medium. Jeez, so fucking annoying. Yes, we're aware of what type of tires you might need, but we're not gonna put them out for you. Because it's not like Daily Race C where you have two different tire compounds. No, 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 no. We only have one type, but we still require you to do it yourself. I forgot how much, or rather, not how much, but rather how little grip there is on these tires. Nope. Need a better queue system. My rear almost slid out from under me. Oof. It's like trying to dance with skates. Basically, how I can sum up these tires. Would have been nice if they allowed us to use sports media. No, not sports media. Sports soft would have been real nice. Especially for a sprint race. Come on, can't have us a little fun, a little give us a little traction, you know? Yeah, 2 seconds. Okay, 200 meters is way too greedy. won't let you continue on your own. Nope. Damn it. Come on, come on. Do a proper donut. Let it go too far. Oh, man. That was bad. That was bad. We still had too much traction. Damn it. People who can drift in this game are pretty damn good, man. Too much power. Get back in there. Go, 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 go. God damn it. Come on. You keep missing it up. Ah, fucking whips too hard. Alright. I think we had a little too much fun. Let's go. Oh. What? Are you serious? Come on. I should have I should have been able to turn in. Do it again. Do it again. See? That was rough though. That was a bit too rough. Holy hell. Uh-oh. That was good. Much better than the last one. Wow. Come on. Let me pause real quick for a second. Just one more minute left before we go to the next race. Will that crash out? Who knows? Tune in next time. The next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Have a good race. Have a good race. Huh, we see Big Orange Cowboy back. He was in last race. I guess last race was just ridiculous, I guess. BTU Racing. It's currently in first. Really fast too. 142. Damn. And we do have a driver to worry about. Calvo Klein got an E rating, so that'll be interesting to see how he operates around the track. Let's see how we do. Oh. Well, of course. Of course, Calvo Klein just ruining the race for everybody. Nah, if you ain't letting anybody else having fun, then fuck you. Nah, no one deserves that shit. And so the other noob can't get to us. It is what it is. We only have 4 laps to make worth of anything else. Let's go. Come here, guys. I'm coming. Coming for you. Oh, I see what he's doing. But he should get timed out. Or maybe he gets ghosted. We got it, we got it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nope. That was a no-no. Yeah, he's trying to mess with people, I guess. Damn it. And we're messing ourselves up here. We are not in the zone. We need to get locked in. Otherwise everybody else is gonna... Yeah, we've been messing this up. There we go. Uh-oh. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. Make the bend. I don't know if we'll get penalized for that. Probably. The yellow. Oh, it's this dude. Yeah, he's ghosted. You can't keep up, bruh. Worse than I am. Well, we did say that he would be like one of the drivers that we would have to watch out for. Oh man, we're almost 6 seconds behind Big Orange Cowboy. That's pretty huge. Oh man, we fumbled that a little bit. Calvin Klein left. There we go. Oh man, there we go. Alright, it is what it is. Don't necessarily care. Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, we took a dip on our SR for that tackle. Worth it. Great racing, everyone. Was it? Oh man. Let's see what's next. Oh my lord. We can have a little more fun here. No heroes are to enter. No heroes. No heroes. Ah! I thought I would slide out a little bit more. Yeah. Figured that was gonna happen. I don't get it. Whoop. Braked a little too early again, but this time we made it over properly, I believe. Yeah, no. No penalty. That's great. It's great for us. Here we go. We slide in. Slide into turn 2. Turn 3 is fine. We got the big boat turning straight again. Yee, buddy. think that one went pretty well, if I do say so myself. We have time for one more lap. $1:46, not a bad time. Yeah, we could be faster, sure. This time we actually slid out a little more, so we took the turn properly. But can we hit that nice smooth line that we did last lap? No, we did not, because we started braking too early. Liberty Hardcore. Alex Hala. Alanoma. Architect Remix. There you go. We keep it smooth. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Uh-oh. Well, yes, technically we did make it, but that was not an optimal. That was not optimal for us. Hardcore. That was. Oh man, that was funny. The minuscule difference of me being faster. Which is a shame because we were actually a great deal faster in the beginning section of the track. But then we lost advantage during the second half. Yeah, everything was gravy. Uh-oh. Yeah, up until that point of the track, when we kicked our tail out a little too much. Here we go. I wonder if that guy just quit. Have a good race. So right now we just chilling. So the troll's not here. I don't see any other people that could be potentially problematic on the grid. So we should be good for some actual good clean racing. You know? Some good clean fun. Maybe a little bump here or there. Nothing's ever perfect. Especially on shitty tires like these. But that guy was egregious. He needed to be stopped. Absolutely. You know, I get Marlboro's a classic livery for a lot of like old school race cars. But I didn't think they would be popular to create for like newer cars. That's just funny when you think about it. Because for those that may not know, a lot of Racing League outlawed, you know, tobacco companies and I think gambling as well from being sponsors of most Racing League race cars. We survive? Whoa! The roaster can't keep his power down. we got nudged in not exactly what I had in mind for the game plan. Keep it straight. There we go. Yeah, buddy. So now we're just sticking pretty close to a time. To a time still. Toku, I think we need to be careful with. Who the hell? Who the hell? That's what I'm saying. So we know it was Toku, for sure. You know, the GTI guy got destroyed as well. Uh-oh. Huh? Yeesh. go. Smooth. Here we go. What the fuck? Come on. Gladly. Right, tire damage is gone. Come on, man, Drew. Ooh, not so heavy. Didn't have a good time there. Well, we made the mistake. Going off. There we go, nice and smooth. Going to the last turn. That's it. Simple. I don't know if I want to keep dealing with these types of people, but we kind of blew off some steam a little bit. And we could probably go back to Daily Risby. 'Cause, like I said, I don't know if I want to keep dealing with these types of people, but we kind of blew off some steam a little bit. And we could probably go back to daily risby. 'Cause, like I said, I don't know if I want to keep dealing with these types of people, but we kind of blew off some steam a little bit. And we could probably go back to
going on?
Let's see here. What? You have something to say? Oh, you left anyway. Yeah, I don't care about the replay. You slammed the other guy that slammed into me. So I'm coming after you.
Something like I said, like I, yeah.
All right, so we got time for one more race because we do got to call it early for today. So let's hope this is the last one that makes it count. Oh yeah, change car. Yeah, 15 minutes. Alright. It feels so nice to have so much grippier tires. It's a world of difference, even if it's just racing hard tires. Plus, all-wheel drive helps, of course. But of course. When I'm in my woman and baby, my mind. Nothing seems to pacify. Can you help me? I do ply my brain. Can you help me? Whoa, yeah. Uh-oh. $154. It's pretty garbage time. Well, no sir. We would normally let it play out, but we got limited time. Got time for games like that. What the fuck? Pretty slow. Very slow into that turn. There we go. That was pretty clean. Could have been faster. And now final turn. Nah, that could have been faster. That was a 150.2. Really good. I like that one. That was good. That was a good lap. Well, wasn't that good? It's okay. It's okay. Why are we getting nervous in front of our own ghost? Is that half a second? That was. It's like it's already a slow line to begin with, and it's just like, hey, well, let's tack on a half a second already on top of that. It's pretty bad. Like, it might as well be a 1 second penalty. Oh, it's too late. pretty bad line. That's much better. I'm sorry if you guys might hear anything in the background. We do have some noise, since some people going around. That line could have been a little bit more efficient. Oh, fuck, bro. I hate this truck. Not because of the track itself. The penalties are fucking... The penalty lines are fucking stupid. Whoever programmed them there, like I said earlier, and I still feel the same way, fuck yourself. Royally. We went way too slow on that one. Could have been so much faster. Wow. I certainly know how to pick my lines. Into the corner, nice and safe. Come on, let's go. There we go. Well, we could have been a bit faster. The curve was not the best. Oh, that was garbage. Absolute trash. Oh, no, we only have 2 minutes. We couldn't get anywhere near our fucking record. So 30 seconds left. God damn it. There we go. Get that all-wheel drive drift going. Let's go. Look at that. Apollo actually beat my lap record. We used to be faster than him before. Duda. Right. Why is our network connection so down? It shouldn't be that bad. What the fuck is going on? Bro, I swear. I'm gonna cancel Xfinity, dude. They've been such a trash ISP lately. Now goes back to 3. Much better. And like, you have to threaten the ISP, bro. And it went back down to 1. Piece of shit. think me and I think me and Apollo were trying to be wary of each other. Oh, not bad. Yeesh. So Leandro with the 2-second penalty already. I guess so much for clean race. It was Ben, huh? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's way too much.
You hilarious, huh? You don't need nothing to be done. I don't mind you choosing.
Well, once again, I apologize for any background noise that you may hear.
They do. Yes. Oh well. Try to set up spank it like a sand. What's gonna make it look? What do you mean, like a bitch?
I thought I went past it.
Well, if you wait now, I'll just stay like
Oh, there we go.
here. From the garden. I'm kind of
I don't think I'm going to start.
So Duda gets wrecked somehow.
Yeah, entrando a comer helada.
All right. Is my body of the race to demote me back to sea. Thank God. Can't stand this shit anymore. Oh boy. Oh boy. $153 is garbage. We can, come on. We got this. Chelsea Danger's pretty damn fast. Wow. Poor Apollo. Um, Alright, so now we're slowly catching up to Benja. Benja gets a 1 second penalty total. Night 7's right behind us, right on our tail. Clean on the straight. We saw Night 7 come from the inside. Damn, bro. Benja with the light top sends us into understeer. Unfortunately. That's definitely a half-second penalty. 1 second penalty. Bro, fuck this game, dude. Oh, there we go. That's as far as we go. Awful. Absolutely awful. Well, today's been nothing but L's. Well, we're gonna call it here. Sorry to my time to disappear. So for anyone that may have stopped by, I appreciate you guys stopping by. It's been a pleasure molding on air basically the entire day for like what, almost 2 hours, not 3 hours, because I think about 2.5 to 3 hours. So that was fun. Hopefully you guys stick around. Yeah. Maybe catch the next stream tomorrow. Until then, take care.